For those of you who have not seen this, the whole nation should be on edge right now. This woman comes in, sits down in an area where she feels safe. My wife pointed this out to me, and I'll explain that in a minute. She comes in, sits down, just got off work, trying to go home. This is Irina Zarutska. She's a Ukrainian refugee who fled her country to escape war and poverty. She came to this country because where else? This is the best country in the world to chase your dreams. On August 22nd, 2025, this young lady was stabbed to death on the Lynx Blue Line light rail in Charlotte, North Carolina. Surveillance video captures her entering the light rail and sitting in front of her attacker before she's stabbed 3 times and at least 1 time in the neck. DeCarlos Brown Jr., aged 34, was arrested immediately after exiting the train. He had a long criminal history of at least 14 prior arrests and a history of mental illness, but I don't give a shit about that. Mental illness isn't an excuse to perform violent acts. DeCarlos Brown was eventually charged with murder on August 28, 2025, but there had already been talks of the system going soft on him, yet again. Thank God the federal government decided to pick it up and charged DeCarlos with causing death on a mass transportation system, making the death penalty a possible outcome. North Carolina hasn't executed anybody since 2006, so this should be interesting. Carlos's next court date is scheduled for September 19th, 2025. And I know which way I'm leaning. Now, my wife pointed something out to me that I want to share with you guys. This woman came onto the train and sat in that specific location because that's where she felt the safest. I have a lot of black friends. My best friends are black. My wife has a lot of black friends. Some of her best friends are black too. When we're around our black friends, we feel safe. When I'm around black people in public, I feel safe. This woman had her back to this man because she trusted him. Because racism is not as prevalent as the left would have you believe that it is. Now, if I went into that train station, if my wife went into that train station, we would have sat exactly where Irina sat because we're better to sit. It's the safest place to be. 2 black gentlemen to her right and 1 black gentleman behind her. Who's going to mess with her? But lo and behold, this attack happens and nobody does anything about it. Fatigue is real, guys. Fatigue is real. These gentlemen sat back and watched this man kill this young lady and did nothing about it. Did nothing to help her. Walked away while she bled out. Where is this country coming to, guys? I want to know what you guys think. And if you're not as pissed off as I am, then you're desensitized and numb. Because this is infuriating. How can we let something like this happen? In public, nonetheless. So we better buckle down, guys, because this nation is entering into an era where we got to stay weary, stay vigilant in order to stay happy. That's all I got to say.